Here with Eli Evans at the Quit Forest Rally. Before we get into the traditional stages tomorrow, and mate, this thing's starting to come together as a really good package, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's 7 starts from 7 wins, and we just managed to get the power stage then at the start of Perth Rally, so it's been a faultless car for me. Touch wood, it continues its winning run.
Now that 7 consecutive wins ties with a legend of our sport in Possum Bourne. If you win the Forest, it'll be 8 in a row, that'll be a new record, and outdoing someone like Possum, that'd be pretty special. Yeah,
look, when I was young, I used to go out and watch Possum race. I remember going out to, it's called the Hillsville Stages, and when he first had the Legacy, I think I was all of about 7 years old, and he was my absolute hero. So just to put my name in the same sentence as Possum Bourne's pretty special. So we'll see. It's a big job ahead yet.
And the thing is, you've been around rallying for a long time. Tell us, you caught the passion from your dad and obviously from your brother and places like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did. I used to go and watch Simon, my brother. Obviously, he's 12 years older. We used to go watch him race when he was in the Corolla Cup days, and then in his Volkswagens, and always wanted to be like Big Brother. So, you know, Dad gave me the opportunity, and I got out autocrossing at the age of 14, and basically never looked back from there.
Now, tell us, for this round, your brother nearly was going to be driving this car. Tell us why that was.
Yeah, he was. It was pretty close. It was touch and go. My wife, Madeline, she gave birth to my beautiful little boy, James, last Tuesday. So if it had been 3 or 4 days later, Simon would have been here, and he would have had a silly smile on his face like he always does, and he probably would have been enjoying driving the Honda Jazz, I reckon.
Well, congratulations to you and your wife. That is awesome, mate. Well done. Now, down to business here. This car, tell us the strengths and the weaknesses of this going into the Forest Rally this weekend against some of your opposition.
All right, so probably the strengths of the car, we've got a Mugen built engine. It's 250 horsepower, slightly down on the other cars in the field, but what we do have is it's built by Mugen, and the guys at Mugen know how to build a rally engine. It's not built for outright power, but it's the way it delivers it, I think, makes this car so special and makes it quite easy to drive. There's corners where we can hold gears probably longer than other cars, just because we've got a lot of mid-range power and mid-range torque. And on the Western Australian roads, I think that's going to be a big advantage, because we're going to get a lot of wheel spin, so I can just pull the gear a bit earlier, try and control the wheel spin and let the torque of the engine build up, and hopefully that reflects on our stage times.
And different to when you started in production-based cars with the H-pattern gearbox, sequential on these is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the sequential box in here. It makes all the difference. I think without the sequential box, it'd be a completely different car. I reckon you probably give away a second a kilometre, purely because, as you know, Dean, you've done a lot of driving yourself. No one's perfect, and you miss gears all the time. But this sort of makes it idiot-proof as such. And you know, if you want another gear, you pull it towards you. If you want to go down a gear, you push it away, and it just keeps it nice and simple.
The other thing about it is different to a standard Jazz. It's got the big stance on it, and this thing is so agile on the rough stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty special. It's a purpose-built race car. It's started its life as a Jazz. Was built into the new G2 regulations, so we've gone 140 mil wider overall. Hence why we've pumped out the flares 70 mil and made the car look a lot more aggressive. The suspension we've got is Riger. We've jacked the ride height right up, got a lot of suspension travel, which makes it a dream, and I actually prefer to run a tall ride height. A lot of other cars run a lot lower, and pure fact is it just gives me confidence to push over the heavy stuff and the rough stuff, and if we do get airborne, we've got a little bit more clearance when we land on the ground.
And you're obviously loving it, mate. How good is life going? Australian champion last year, won the first round, baby's here. It's all going well for Eli Evans.
It is, mate. I can't complain at all, can I? I think I'm in the best team in the championship with Honda. They're all very nice people, and they've been very supportive with me the whole way. And you know, even with the birth of my son, they said, "Look, the decision's up to you. Whether you're there or not, we'll support that." So that's just the kind of team they've been around me, and I've been able to achieve these results because of that.
Well, it is great you can be here, mate, and good luck on the weekend.
Thank you, Dino.